Alright, hey guys. Before I start this unboxing, I just want to let you know if you hear any coins dropping, it's because I have the bird in my room. I normally film these videos at night because she likes to scream during the day. So I brought her in my room here to do this unboxing video, so hopefully she's not too annoying, and I do apologize if she makes noise. So just keep that in mind. I do have a cockatoo. If you ever decide to get a bird, don't get a cockatoo. They're really good birds actually, but they are very annoying and they're very needy. So without further ado, let's get into this. Firstly, I'd like to give a huge thank you to HIFIGO for sending these to me. They reached out to me and they said they liked my videos, and so I was talking to the representative from HIFIGO, and I had just found out about these, so I said, hey, do you know anything about this AFUL Performer 5? And they said, oh yeah, it's a new IEM. It's from a company that is well established here in China, but they have not gone global, and basically they are going to release this IEM globally, and they asked me if I would like to try them. So I told them yes, absolutely. So anyway, I am going to be doing a review of these, and then I am going to also be doing a teardown of them. So I just want to let you guys know that anything that I have to say about these will be my own opinion. I will not sugarcoat anything just because these were given to me. So I will obviously give you my honest opinion about the IEMs, but I would like to give a huge thank you to HIFIGO for sending these to me, because there's no pricing on these yet. They have been announced, but like I said, the pricing has not been announced yet, and they are not available for sale as of right now, but they will be soon. So I will link to them on HIFIGO's website, and you can take a look over there, and hopefully soon they'll have the pricing announced. I'm not sure what the price is. I've heard rumors, a couple $100, $300-400 at most, maybe. I'm not sure. So, but today we're just going to do an unboxing. I'm going to do a brief overview of the technology inside, and we'll leave it at that. So anyway, the brand is AFUL, AFUL. I guess that's how you pronounce it, AFUL. The model is the Performer 5, so there's 5 drivers in the earphones. You have 1 dynamic driver and 4 balanced armatures. It features their patented RLC frequency division technology, which is basically their crossover. RLC stands for resistor, inductor, capacitor, and it's different from a normal traditional frequency divider or a crossover is that it uses resistors, inductors, and capacitors, whereas the normal frequency divider only uses resistors and capacitors. So yeah, so basically that's that. The 3D is the 3D printed design. It has a 3D printed acoustic structure and also a 3D printed venting structure that allows the drivers to vent to atmosphere, so there's no pressure buildup. The RESINators is basically that same thing. There's RESINator chambers inside the IEMs themselves, and they are all printed using 3D printed resin. So these are 3D printed IEMs that feature like resonating chambers for the base cavity and for the mid cavities, and then they're, I guess, 3D printed design. I'm not sure. I apologize, I can't read Chinese, but yeah, that's that. And then the RLC is their frequency division technology. So look at the box. It's got the name on it. The box dimensions are about I don't know, maybe 8 inches high. Let's see, there we go. About 8 inches high, or I'm sorry, 8 inches wide, about 6 inches high, or 5 inches high, and about 2.5 inches deep. And I'm not sure what kind of face plates these are. It's like a lava, like a burnt metal kind of look to them. They're actually pretty cool looking. So we'll give this an open real quick. Take the sleeve off. It is a folding box design, so there's a little lid there with a hinge on it, and the box unfolds to reveal. Sorry, my bird's a little dusty, so I'm getting some dust on there. Folds to reveal this little insert here to protect the IEMs. It's just a little foam pad, okay? And then inside are the IEMs. Let me adjust my light. There we go. So these are the IEMs themselves. Let me try to get in here a little better. There we go. There you go. You can see the face plates. So it's like a burnt metal, like a lava type of design. And it's got the name on there. The AFUL. There you go. See that? And basically, so you get the IEMs themselves, you get the carrying case. It is a metal carrying case. It's got the branding on there. There we go. And then inside you have their, I believe it's a silver plated cable with graphene too. I'm not sure. It's actually a really nice cable. So yes, I hear you. Thank you. So you have a gold-plated connector there on the cable. There's the AFUL branding, and then you have. Sorry, I cleaned my lens beforehand, but it's still a little blurry. So yeah, it looks like it's a silver graphene cable. So you have graphene on one side, and then you have silver on the other. The cable itself is, I believe, 1.2 meters, roughly 3.5, 4 feet, something like that. So the cable itself is relatively nice. Come on. There we go. So yeah, so there are the ear hooks, nice ear hooks. And then, here we go. There we go. Alright, I haven't seen this part before. I just took the IEMs out of the package to listen to them for a little bit, and I have not actually checked out all the ear tips. So, these are the IEMs. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit. So these are the IEMs themselves. Pretty generic universal IEM shape. You have a little bit of a wing up top there. KBO7 type ear tips. So the K-Bear kind of KBO7 type. You see these a lot, and it's kind of generic ear tips. These actually fit me very well on these, and they're pretty good for these IEMs. So I think they did a decent job. I don't think they just slapped in ear tips with them. I have heard a couple complaints of some people who had trouble fitting them, but so there you go. There's the name on the top of the IEM, Performer 5. You have your 2-pin connector. It is a flush fit 2-pin connector. Okay, and then let me just pause for just a second. I'm going to wipe these down so they're not so dirty. Alright. Oh man, she's making a mess. Alright guys, let me just zoom in here. There we go. Just want to focus on them a little bit. Alright. Oh. Another little dusty. So, oh, sorry, I tried to clean them, but I just got paper towel everywhere. Alright, so there we go. So there's the face plates. Oh yeah, you can see it a lot better now. So you see the face plates there. It is a black resin housing, which is kind of a shame that you can't see inside them. As far as the balanced armatures go, you can see one of, shut up, you can see one of the drivers right there. Or that might be a tuning filter, like a dampener. I'm not sure, but there's something you can see inside there. I could only assume that it's a balanced armature. And then on this side here, you can see, let me try to move this light a little forward. You can see the dual balanced armatures right there. So there are 5 balanced armatures altogether, and then you have the single DD kind of towards the top there. Like I said, flush 2-pin connector, and then if we pull this off, they call it their patented fish mouth design. This is something that you'll see on a couple other IEMs, but there is a dampener there. I assume that's for the mids. You have the treble portion and then the bass. I could have that wrong, but yeah, one of them's for the mids, one of them's for the treble, and one of them's for the bass. And you can see they're kind of recessed, bless you, down inside the connector there, or down inside the nozzle. So that is the patented fish mouth design. Basically what that does is that kind of allows the 3 different chambers to kind of mix together so the sound's more cohesive once it reaches the ear. They're not directly pointing in different directions. Basically with some IEMs that are hybrids, you'll have the different exit points for the individual I don't know, frequencies or whatever, your bass, your mids, your treble, and it'll create an interesting like psychoacoustic effect for the imaging. And basically, so you'll get kind of like the mids offshooting to one side, or you'll get the treble kind of in like the upper portion of the image. So like if you think of it as like a let me zoom out. Alright, so if you think of it as like a stage, so look at this box and you think of it as a stage, you'll have your bass towards the bottom, and as you go up the frequency range, so from bass to treble, you'll go up higher, and then you have your stereo image, your left and right. So sometimes when you have an IEM that has the different frequency ranges, like the different tubes exiting in different locations, you'll have, so like all your treble will be up top, and it'll all be kind of biased towards a certain direction. So this kind of just helps blend things together before they exit the nozzle. It just gives it more room before it exits the nozzle. So that is basically what that helps with. And then, sorry, I'm just trying to get that on. So that's their patented fish mouth design. And then, like I said, you have the RLC frequency divider inside. Here's a better look at the faceplates again, so you can see the look of it. It's pretty nice. So going back into packaging, I'm not sure what this piece of foam is for. I have no idea what that's for. I can only assume they maybe at one point planned to include a dongle or something. I'm not sure. But basically you get, what is it? Small, medium, and large. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you get six sets of tips. I guess one for each side, and there's different. So they use, if you look at them, it's kind of cool that they do this, but you get different colors for each side. So you get red for the right side and blue for the left side. And you get 6 different sets. And then, like I said, you get the cable here, and we'll actually attach the cable real quick. So, and that's kind of cool too, because you have the blue on like the band there to show you which side is left and which side is right. So I just have to complete the motif here. So there we go. And just focus in. There we go. So you see the IEMs with the nice cable. It is a beautiful cable. It is really nice quality cable for what it is. Like I said, I'm not sure what the price is. I'd imagine the price is a couple $100. It's probably somewhere in the $200-300 range. Hopefully not more. Obviously, we would like a more affordable IEM than a more expensive IEM. But yeah, for 5 drivers, so you're talking 1DD, 4BA, with a nice, looks like silver graphene plated cable, 6 sets of ear tips, nice hard shell case. Yeah, I mean, obviously, what this says to me is, yeah, somewhere in, at least in the couple $100 range. But that's just my personal opinion of what it might be, but we will find out. I think they're wanting to get some feedback from listeners first, so they can kind of determine where they would like to sit, which is kind of a smart thing to do, because obviously if the IEM's not going to be very well received, then you don't want to price it very high. If the IEM performs very well, then you want to price it a little bit higher. And for their first release, I can understand they want to price it accordingly. So it is what it is. We'll take a look inside here real quick and just see what is in this little package here. All right, what we got. And like I said, this is their first international release, so everything is in Chinese, I mean, sorry. Everything is in Chinese, so I'm not sure. I figure it's a warranty card. Yeah, warranty card. And then their, I guess, QA stamp saying when it was manufactured, so 9th of November 2022. So just recently, just like a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Yeah, not even, yeah, like a couple weeks ago. So, cool. And so that is the first portion of my unboxing of the AFUL Performer 5. We will put this back together real quick. So there is the case. Close the case. And by the way, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm getting this out right before I have to go to work. And yes, my weekends are very, very busy, so that's why I'm doing this real quick. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday are my days off, so that's when I have more time to get my deep dives done. So, let me, oh shoot, did I not upload it? Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so real quick, I just wanted to go through a couple slides just to show you some of their marketing for the product. So it features the RLC 3D frequency division technology, and as you see, it says effectively reduces abnormal fluctuations in frequency response, and brings truly detailed music resolution with lower distortion. So you have your standard frequency division, which is resistor, capacitor, and then your RLC 3D division. which is a fancy term for a better crossover. But you have your inductor, your capacitor, and your resistors, and they're kind of set up in like a 3D framework. So you have some in parallel, and you have some in series, where before you just have everything in series. Those are your circuits. So kind of a good way for people that know about electronics to visualize it. But it's just a fancy way of saying a better design crossover, better components, better structure. And then it shows the difference between the two. So your common frequency division, you have these little peaks here. And then your RLC frequency division, you have kind of a smoother response along the axes. And then here you go. So it's got the pressure relief technology, easy and comfortable to wear. It's got air pressure relief technology, reduces air pressure inside the ear canal, promising a super comfortable wearing experience, which is true. They're very, actually let me just go back to that real quick. They are very comfortable to wear. There is no pressure buildup whatsoever, so they did a very good job there. And then you have the sophisticated acoustic structure design, delivering breakthrough acoustic performance improvements. So you have the bass tube here coming from the DD, and then you have the mid bass tube, which kind of runs along this axis right here. Treble filter, I'm not sure what they mean by that. Bass filter. Anyway, so there's the fish mouth type nozzle, what I was telling you about before, where the tubes are kind of recessed, and then they all combine together earlier before they exit the nozzle. That just gives them a little bit more time to mesh. So you have a more even, how do I say it? You have a more even mix of frequencies, like as far as the imaging goes. They're not skewed to one side or another. There's no strangeness in like positioning, so the positioning is just a little bit better. Envision Tech, medical grade ultra precision 3D printed ear shell structure. So I guess Envision Tech is maybe some sort of proprietary resin printing. I don't know. Maybe that's a brand. I'm not sure exactly. It's got precisely matched 3D printed ear shell structure. Cost effectiveness. So they are trying to go for some kind of cost effectiveness by using the 3D printed structure. Specifically designed high dampening air pressure balance system effectively reduces the air pressure inside the ear, ensuring a comfortable wearing experience, which is true. What is this? 60 millimeter ultra long and ultra thin bass tube. So 60 millimeters, that's really long for the bass tube. 30 millimeter mid bass acoustic tube. What do you want? What are you doing? What? Come on. Say hi to everybody. See what you made me do? All right. You gonna follow along with me? You gonna follow along with me? Turd. All right. So treble bass smoothing filter extends the high frequency region. Stop. Delivering a crisp treble region with high quality sound reproduction. So anyway, 3D printed shell. That's basically what that means. 3D printed shell. They have their air pressure balance system, and something with Envision Tech. I'm not sure. It's something having to do with the resin that they're using. It's got groundbreaking sound performance. It's been tuned after 3 years of rigorous acoustic research and acoustic technological innovations. AFUL has achieved a superior sound performance with the Performer 5. It delivers quality performance with high level of details, motive vocals, crisp instrument details, and a wide sound field. Performer 5, don't get horny, adapts to different genres of music and presents them with ultimate details. Stop it! I'm trying to read. The latest dynamic BA hybrid, equipped with the latest technology to break through the sound quality barriers of traditional dynamic BA hybrid. So, yeah. And there they are. There's pictures of them. A little bit more about the pressure relief technology, 3D air pressure balance technology. The AFUL Performer 5 features specifically designed 3D air pressure relief technology. It protects your eardrums by releasing the air pressure generated in a sealed ear canal. It promises quality bass response with clean texture, deep diving bass experience. So there you go. It's a relief. And I just wanted to show you guys real quick before I go any further. Come on. Come on. Stop. What are you doing? Let me see if I can. What do you want? What do you want? I'm trying to zoom in on something. There you go. You guys see that little hole right there? You see that? See that little hole right there? That is where the vent is. So that's the first time I've ever seen that, but the vent is on the bottom of these. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. Stop. What are you doing? You're such a turd. Oh my god, this bird. Alright. Come on, phone. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Yo, come on. Hello. Oh well. Anyway. The phone's being a piece of shit. There we go. Alright, so last thing. Impedance. Stop! Impedance is 35 ohms. Sensitivity is 110 dB. The frequency range is 5 Hz to 35 kHz. 5 driver configuration, 1 DD, 4 BA. Yeah, so that's what I was right. So passive noise reduction is 26 dB. The connector is 2-pin, 0.78 millimeter, and then terminator is 35 millimeter. So this is kind of what they give themselves as far as a rating for the sound quality. They give it 4.5 stars. Sound filled is 4.5, vocals 4.5, so everything 4.5 all around. So they're basically saying that it's very even, very balanced. Here's a little bit of the response. So, and if you look at it, let's see. So here is my graph right here. And if you notice, my bass is a little higher. That's a artifact of my coupler. That is just my coupler, so in all reality, it does not actually have that much bass. Oh, there goes one of your feathers. Your little fuzzy feather floating by my graph. So yeah, so basically you can see the response is very, very similar. Stop! Very, very similar to what they have there. So there's their graph. And there's my graph there. So almost identical. So that is a response. It is a very good response. And like I said, later on I'll talk about the sound. This isn't meant to be a review. This was just meant to be an unboxing. Just to show you guys what the IEMs look like and what is included. And also give a thank you and a shout out to HIFIGO for sending these to me.